guys, welcome back to Big Purple Couch. On the couch right now, we have Team Ashley, VP Internal and External, Jordan and Blake. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us here.
How
Thank you
about you
very
tell
much.
us a little bit about yourselves and how your slate came to form and when?
Start with this one.
Yeah, I'll start. So I am currently an undergraduate senator for FIMS and social science. And I was a social science counselor last year, so I've worked in student government for a long time. But actually, I've known Ashley for about 10 years, so like we're really good friends. So when the slate idea came up and we realized that she wanted to run for president and I had the experience for internal, we kind of just decided that that was probably one of the best routes to go through. So that's how that part of the team started.
How did you get involved?
My story's a little bit different. I actually hadn't been paying as close of attention to the political scene here. I was very involved with the community I worked at Bob FM. I have a startup going as well. And someone had recommended that with the new slate forming, bringing a new voice with that external kind of background would be a strength. And so Ashley approached me and walked me through what the new changes were. And it seemed to fit into what I was doing, and I was pretty excited by it. So I immediately jumped on board and kind of jumped in both feet forward, and here we are now, right?
Here we are now.
Here we are now.
Let's talk about that a little bit more. Of all of the candidates in any of the slates, you're the only one who doesn't really have any USC experience. How do you think that might affect your learning curve should you be elected?
Well, actually, with the new slate forming, I think that's kind of what they were asking for. This opened it up to give people who don't have that student council voice a real voice. And so in terms of the learning curve, I actually have a lot of the relationships built here municipally through things I had been doing outside of here. And so bringing in a new voice and a new perspective that's not that political perspective, that's policy-based and more, I come from a marketing background that I want to go out and get things done. I was convinced that actually could be a big strength, especially partnering with two partners who have such strong political background. And so I have both of them to lean on. I've talked with the current exec, and they said all that stuff can be learned. No matter how much you think you know going into it, once you jump in, it's still all brand new.
Definitely.
So,
For sure.
yeah, that is definitely true. So there will be a big learning curve. I am prepared for it. And excited to see where it goes.
That's great. So we were reading through your platform last night, and the It Is Better campaign, you guys mentioned that you would want to spin that a little bit, Blake, to the Is It Better? And we just wanted to know, why would you want to highlight things that should be better instead of things that already are better?
Well, this kind of, as you know, like Dan Savage came to Western last year, and we got a lot of publicity about that. It was a great initiative started by Marissa Joffrey. And it's just, this is a follow-up to that, to kind of gauge and see whether the Western community is better, have things changed. And with that, what we want to do is hold an open forum for anybody who's really affected by the Pride community, by the ally community, and I guess just hold an open discussion for those kinds of groups. And then eventually we would hope to grow this to be across Ontario and kind of see how things have changed there, and is it actually better there? And then with the potential after that, it could go nationally and things like that. So it's a campaign that we would really love to see grow. So that's the main idea.
I want to talk about your TA evaluations next. Are you going to lobby the administration to get evaluation forms, or do you think the USC should run the project? How are you planning to go about it?
I really think that teamwork is the best way to go about this one, because we do, under the teaching and learning services, we do teaching awards and that kind of thing.
Yep.
So I think implementing a similar system for TAs would be extremely beneficial, and we could definitely partner with administration to come up with a similar system that's used for professors. So we could piggyback on their system and do either Scantron or online, or just come up with some kind of way that both parties could work together to achieve an ultimate goal.
Definitely. Jordan, athletics seems to be something you're very passionate about, and
Absolutely.
we are just wondering, why focus on this area that seems like it's a well-funded area already at the university, and why not focus on other areas?
I completely agree. It's a well-funded area. And when I want to focus on athletics, it's not so much on the funding, it's on the recognition side, which I've been doing marketing for Western Athletics for the past year. And on the recognition side is where it does seem to be lacking. And sports is something that no matter whether you're affiliate or here, is something all students can bond with. So I'm more focused on that student experience and building up our school pride. And I think athletics is a pretty good place to start. Like you go down to the States, you see the pep rallies, people that don't even understand the rules or how to play the game. They're there, they're supporting their team. So when I'm talking about athletics, it's all about the pride, all about the experience.
Awesome.
Awesome. Blake, with the peer support line, your platform mentions adding Skype to it. But how does that play into students who might want to remain anonymous? Like, think it makes sense or not?
I think it does make sense. We're not looking to eliminate the phone line by any means. We're just looking to add Skype to it because we have gotten feedback from students that they would be more comfortable if they're able to see the person they're talking to and get the support in that way. So it would be a tandem system, so we would have the phone line as well as the Skype option.
Makes sense. All right, well, thank you so much for coming on the show, boys. You guys look awesome together. Your team looks great, and we're really excited to see how you guys do in the race.
Thank you so much for having us here. It's been awesome.
Thanks again.
No problem.